So for today's video, we are going to be reading some poetry. I want these whispers to be very soft and low, kind of clicky, kind of wet. I don't know, but I love me some ice cold water. I don't know what it is, but it's just so good. So today, I have one of my favorite poetry books with me. And this is actually one of the first poetry books that I have ever read. And it is called Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel. Level 1. Volume 1, sorry. I just realized that this has been on the wrong setting. That sounds so much better. Literally, I filmed another YouTube video 2 days ago, and I filmed like 4 TikToks in the wrong setting, so I apologize if my voice does not sound as good in those videos, or if it sounds different now. It's just barely hitting me right now. I'm so sorry. But here. Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel, Volume 1. something greater than they'll ever imagine. Young girls weighed down by the weight of things they should never have had to experience. Life events that should have never occurred, but they did, and they will. Young girls neglected by their fathers, forced to grow up in the coldest conditions. This is a note to the neglected souls. Notes to the neglected ones, too. No one taught you to love you, and that's your biggest problem. Searching for validation in people who will never accept you for you. Being made to feel like you are not good enough. Trying to prove yourself to those who will never be good enough for you. Can't be life. Sadly, so many people are setting the bar really low in terms of their personal lives. Working a job they hate, content with struggling, settling for relationships that aren't actual relationships. Life for so many is not living at all. And that's the problem. You get what you allow. Watching others live life instead of living your best life. And they wonder why everyone is self-medicating, suppressing their pain, pretending to be happy, instead of trying to cultivate a lifestyle that brings them peace. With lightning. She is a storm, a magnificent force, writing her life's story in lightning. 14-carat. Woman, you are a poem, written in ink, derived from gold. Painful roots. You planted seeds, bearing dishonesty, and pain grew in my heart. Start to finish. This is the part of the book where shit gets a bit weird. You are reading this to yourself without the realization that I am talking to you directly. Until now. Repeat after me, and this more than once if you need to. I am grand. I am powerful. I am electric. I am incredible. I will survive this. I will be fine. Understand yourself. You are the light that most men will never deserve. Silence tales. She could tell stories of hurt with silence. Her smile was broken. So was her heart. smile. You're the woman who searches the night for peace. You are the woman most men don't deserve. You are the woman someone needs. Infinite us. I assure you that when this life ends, I will find you in the next. No matter what the circumstances are, our love is forever, everlasting, never ending. I am now going to move on to mic brushing. Out of hurt, your words sound like hate. When the heart is hurt or angry, split. You were never the one. This was never love, and we were never meant to live happily together. You were simply necessary. I had to be hurt by you in order to find my strength. My hope for you. I hope you find what you're looking for. More love of self, and someone brave enough to lose sleep with you. Holding you in the thickness of the night. When you're restless, I hope you find the love that you deserve in spoken words that'll make you swoon. A hand to hold, and lips to touch. First thing in the morning when you wake up, I hope you find the truth and nothing less. Something that'll bring you peace. Something that'll make your heart smile. First day of February. Your child is not a weapon. Your child is not some tool that you should use to hurt others. It hurts my heart. It tears me apart to witness your inability to appreciate the efforts of those who only wish to love your child as if that child was theirs. Your child is not some weapon, and yet you use this child